Hello class, I am Nitika, your science teacher, and we are here again to study plant and their food. In the previous class, I covered the topics. Those were types of leaves, chlorophyll, process of making food by plants, and today we will be dealing with parasitic plants and insectivorous plants. So let's begin. So before beginning, I would like to recall what all I taught in the previous lecture. So in the previous class we learned about parts of plant, right? So parts of plant में क्या क्या थे बेटा? Shoot system थे और root system थे, है ना? Shoot system consists of flower, leaf, fruit and stem. Okay, and then shoot system. Okay, root system consists of roots. Okay, and then moving on to the next slide, we learned about parts of a leaf. तो parts of leaf में क्या क्या थे? There were stem, margin, tip, midrib, petiole, vein, okay, venules, leaf blade, okay, axil, leaf base. Okay, so there were types of, we also learned about types of leaves. There were simple leaves and compound leaves, है ना? Simple leaf में क्या था कि the leaf is directly connected to the stem. एक ही leaf होता है वो डायरेक्ट stem से connected होता है. And in compound leaves we read that the different leaves are connected to the main stem. ठीक है, एक stem होता है उससे different leaves connected होते हैं. Image में clear हो जाएगा, है कि नहीं? Okay. So नेक्स्ट वॉज वाई आर द लीव्स ग्रीन. हमने ये डिस्कस किया था कि लीव्स का जो कलर होते हैं वो ग्रीन ही क्यों होते हैं. क्या था रीजन? यस, क्लोरोफिल था रीजन. ओके, सो हमने पढ़ा था क्लोरोफिल क्या होता है. व्हाट इज क्लोरोफिल? दे आर द ग्रीन पिगमेंट्स, है ना? दोज आर प्रेजेंट इन प्लांट्स विच इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर अब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ लाइट to provide energy for photosynthesis. So we all learned that chlorophyll is present in plant, that is also present in chloroplast. Inside the plant chlorophyll chloroplast में होता है और chlorophyll की वजह से क्या होता है, प्लांट का कलर जो है वो ग्रीन होता है. ठीक है, और हाँ, chlorophyll is also responsible for making the food in plants. ठीक, इतना हमने पढ़ा था. फिर कुछ प्लांट्स होते हैं जिन्हें क्रोटॉन्स कहा जाता है. क्रोटॉन्स वो प्लांट्स होते हैं जो ग्रीन इन कलर नहीं होते हैं बल्कि और कुछ कलर होता है उनका, जैसे येलो हुआ, रेड हुआ, इन कलर्स के होते हैं. क्यों होते हैं? क्योंकि उनमें जो है क्लोरोफिल होता है लेकिन द कलर्स लाइक येलो एंड ग्रीन, आई मीन येलो एंड रेड, क्या होता है वो हाईलाइट ज़्यादा होता है. ठीक है, क्लोरोफिल होता है लेकिन ये कलर्स हाईलाइट होते हैं. सो नेक्स्ट हमने क्या पढ़ा था? फोटोसिंथेसिस पढ़ा था. फोटोसिंथेसिस क्या होता है? ये वो प्रोसेस होता है जिससे प्लांट्स अपना खुद का खाना बनाते हैं. ओके, एंड देन हमने ये वीडियो देखा था जिसमें ये क्लियर हुआ था कि फोटोसिंथेसिस क्या होता है.
Hey there! It's a lovely sunny day today. So I came down for a sun bath. Don't look at me like that. Didn't your teachers tell you that sunlight is a good source of vitamin D? Hey! Don't forget that we trees and plants make our food from sunlight. Yes, you're right, Mr. Tree. Isn't the process called photosynthesis? Yeah.
So that previous video, I think all of you would have seen that in the previous lecture. Okay, so I skipped that video. Now coming on to the detailed process जो मैंने previous lecture में discuss किया था बेटा, कैसे photosynthesis होता है. So plants use carbon dioxide which is given by humans and then they uses water. तो yes, plant use carbon dioxide that is released by human beings. Okay, and this CO2 enters into the plant through the tiny openings which is known as stomata. Yes, stomata कहा जाता है उन्हें, the tiny openings that are present in the leaves. Okay, and then plant uses water that comes from rainfall and groundwater. Okay, and then it uses light energy that is coming from the sunlight through, that is absorbed through chlorophyll. ठीक है, chlorophyll is present in the plant leaves and that absorbs the light energy, and इन सब को मिला के जो है क्या बनता है, प्लांट अपना खाना बनाता है. वो खाना क्या क्या होता है, शुगर होता है, जिसे हम ग्लूकोज भी कहते हैं. ठीक है, दैट दिस ग्लूकोज इज यूज्ड बाय प्लांट्स फॉर देयर ओन एसेंशियल रिक्वायरमेंट्स. ठीक है, और उसके बाद क्या होता है, ऑक्सीजन भी बनता है, जो ऑक्सीजन प्लांट रिलीज कर देता है, और उसी ऑक्सीजन को ह्यूमन बींग्स क्या करते हैं, ब्रीथ करते हैं. ठीक है, इतनी बात हमने प्रीवियस क्लास में पढ़ी थी, और आई थिंक ये क्लियर हो गया होगा आप लोग को. हाँ, तो ये भी देख लेते हैं कि शुगर या जो स्टार्च होता है वो लीव्स में स्टोर होता है, रूट्स में स्टोर होता है, स्टेम, फ्रूट्स एंड सीड्स और प्लांट्स में स्टोर हो जाता है. ठीक है, इतनी बातें हमने प्रीवियस लेक्चर में पढ़ ली थी. So today we will be starting our lecture with some new topics. So let's start. So students, when we eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, rice, wheat or potatoes, we are actually eating the food that is made by plants. Okay? जो भी हम खाते हैं, चाहे वो फ्रूट्स हो, वेजिटेबल्स हो, नट्स हो, राइस हो, वो सब प्लांट के द्वारा बनाया हुआ भोजन होता है. ठीक है, इन द प्रीवियस क्लास आई टॉट यू द पार्ट्स ऑफ द प्लांट. दे वर फ्लावर, लीफ, फ्रूट, stem and root. All these parts of the plant are somehow related to our food that we eat. Okay, now let's see how it is. So roots में क्या क्या आते हैं, we can see roots are here, all right, and roots are also here. So all the fruits that we eat like radish, beetroot, जिसे हम लोग कहते हैं हिंदी में चुकंदर, and that sweet potatoes, all these comes under roots of the plant. They are basically the roots of the plant that we eat. Okay, they are found under the soil, beneath the ground. We find them beneath the ground. Now there are certain fruits that are the stems of the plant that we eat, like potatoes, sugarcane. All these ginger. Okay, ginger, potatoes, sugarcane, all these are the stems of the plant that we eat. Okay, these fruits are present at the stem position of the plant. You can see here the stem. All right, they are present at the stem portion of the plant. Now there are certain leaves of the plant that we eat, like lettuce, like cabbage. All these are the leaves of the plant that we consume in our day-to-day life. There are certain flowers that we eat, like cauliflower, and then broccoli. All these are the flowers of the plant that we eat, and flowers are present at this flower position of the plant. Moving on to the fruits, there are fruits also that we eat, like mango and then apples. Okay, these are the fruits of the plant. Fruits are present at this position. Now there are certain seeds also that are present of the plants that we eat, like you can see there are rice, there are wheat that we eat in our day-to-day life, and these are the seeds of the plant that we eat. I hope it is clear, class. Now moving on to the types of, there are certain types of plant that do not make their food. Okay, आप लोग कहोगे कि मैम ने बताया था कि प्लांट्स अपने खाना खुद बनाते हैं. हाँ, plants, most of the plants make their own food, but there are certain plants that do not make their food. और उन्हें हम दो कैटेगरी में डिवाइड करते हैं. एक को कहते हैं total parasites and the other is called partial parasites. Let's study them. So some plants such as dodder do not have chlorophyll, so they cannot make their own food. Okay class, they depend totally on other plants for food and water. They grow on the plants and use their food and water. Such plants are called total parasites. A total parasitic plant kills the plant on which it grows. तो इसे समझते हैं ये क्या होता है. टोटल पैरासाइट्स क्या होते हैं. कुछ प्लांट्स होते हैं जैसे कि डॉडलर, ठीक है, उनके अंदर क्लोरोफिल बिल्कुल भी नहीं होता है, तो वो अपना खाना नहीं बना सकते हैं. आई टोल्ड यू प्लांट्स कैन मेक देयर फूड बिकॉज दे हैव क्लोरोफिल. लेकिन कुछ प्लांट्स होते हैं जिनके अंदर क्लोरोफिल नहीं होता है, सो इट कैन नॉट मेक देयर ओन फूड. So it depends on other plants to make their food and use their water. So जिस प्लांट पे वो जाते हैं उस प्लांट को वो डिस्ट्रॉय कर देते हैं, ठीक है, और अपना खाना खुद अपना खाना उस प्लांट से ले लेते हैं, ठीक है। नाउ इन्हें हम टोटल पैरासाइट्स कहते हैं। एक होता है जैसे पार्शियल पैरासाइट्स कहते हैं, उसके बारे में स्टडी करते हैं। Mistletoe is a parasitic plant. It grows on trees such as mango and chiku. It has chlorophyll and makes its food but depends on other plants for water and certain nutrients. Such plants are called partial parasites. Summary क्या है इसकी? Partial क्या होता है? मतलब half. Partial मतलब half होता है। तो इसमें partial parasites वो plants होते हैं, those have chlorophyll. So it can make their food, but it depends on other plants for certain nutrients and water. Okay, so that is why they are known as partial parasites. They are not complete parasites, they are partial parasites. I am playing a video, the thing will be more clear here. So go through this video.
Some plants spend their lives stealing from other plants. Some plants spend their lives stealing from other plants and are known as parasites. Parasites are organisms that derive some or all of their nutrients from other organisms in a way that is not mutually beneficial. Mistletoe is a parasitic plant. It can only exist by growing on another tree, as it has no roots. Mistletoe grows on branches of host trees, tapping into the plant's transport system to steal water and sugary sap. Most mistletoe species have green leaves, enabling them to manufacture some food by photosynthesis. But many parasitic plants can't even manage that. This dodder vine is germinating. A totally parasitic plant, its seeds must quickly find a host or they will die. Not even a nettle sting will deter the dodder. The seedlings suck the sap from the nettle stem, fueling the dodder's growth, and when it has enough nourishment, it will flower. A single dodder seedling may, in time, overwhelm a whole bed of nettles. The mistletoe and dodder vine rely on their host staying alive, but one plant sets out to kill its victim. A young fig tree grows slowly on the branch of its host. Its roots crawl over the branches and some head for the ground. Supplied Not even a nettle sting will deter the dodder. The seedlings suck the sap from the nettle stem, fueling the dodder's growth, and when it has enough nourishment, it will flower. A single dodder seedling may, in time, overwhelm a whole bed of nettles. The mistletoe and dodder vine rely on their host staying alive, but one plant sets out to kill its victim. A young fig tree grows slowly on the branch of its host. Its roots crawl over the branches and some head for the ground. Supplied with nutrients, it now grows extremely quickly, its rootlets wrapping around the host's trunk, forming a web. The host tree is being killed. This is a strangler fig. Over several years, the fig roots will strangle the trunk, stealing most of the nutrients from the soil and blocking sunlight from reaching the host's leaves. The host tree will eventually die.
सो स्टूडेंट्स, होस्ट क्या होता है? होस्ट वो होता है जिस पे डिपेंड करता है प्लांट, ठीक है? जैसे कि मिसलटो, इफ मिसलटो इज डिपेंडिंग ऑन सम प्लांट, सो दैट प्लांट विल बी नोन एज होस्ट प्लांट. ओके, इज दैट क्लियर? Yes. Okay. Now we will be studying the plants that feed like animals. Yes, you heard me right. There are certain plants that feed animals. कुछ plants ऐसे भी होते हैं जो animals को खाते हैं, ठीक है? Let's study about that. So those plants are known as insectivorous or carnivorous plants. The plants such as pitcher plant and Venus flytrap फीड ऑन इंसेक्ट्स, ठीक है? ये प्लांट्स जो है, जैसे पिचर प्लांट हुआ, वीनस फ्लाईट्रैप हुआ, ये इंसेक्ट्स पे फीड होते हैं. दे आर कॉल्ड इंसेक्टिवोरस और कार्निवोरस प्लांट्स. तो बेसिकली क्या होता है ना इन प्लांट्स में, दे हैव अ पॉट लाइक स्ट्रक्चर विच इज, द पिचर प्लांट हैज अ पिचर दैट इज कॉल्ड अ पॉट लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. इट इज क्लियर फ्रॉम द इमेज, with nectar in it. Okay, this pot has a nectar. The nectar attracts insects. When an insect enters the pitcher, it touches the hair-like structure. You can see the hair-like structure is here. The insect is coming on the top, and then there are hair-like structures. ठीक है? On hair-like structure inside the pitcher. Okay, these hair-like structures, on being disturbed, closes the opening of the pitcher by lowering the flap and the insect gets trapped inside the pitcher. तो basically क्या होता है, when a insect basically comes on the opening of the pot like structure, there are hairs here. I have shown you there are hairs, ठीक है? तो जैसे ही movement होती है इसमें, तो this opens up and the insect gets inside. The insect gets trapped inside it and the flap closes. Okay, this is how pitcher plant feed itself. So there are another type of plants which is Venus flytrap. They have spine-like structures around them, as it is clear in the image. There are spine-like structures. ये जो कांटे लगे हुए हैं, ठीक है, around them. When the insect enters the Venus flytrap, it closes and insect is trapped inside. कोई इंसेक्ट आया, ठीक है, ये ओपनिंग ऐसे रहती है, दिख रहा है इमेज में, इंसेक्ट आके बैठा है इस पे. एज सुन एज द इंसेक्ट सिट्स ओवर इट, द ओपनिंग गेट्स क्लोज्ड एंड द इंसेक्ट गेट्स ट्रैप्ड इनसाइड इट. इस तरह से वीनस फ्लाईट्रैप जो है अपने आप को फीड करता है. तो दीज प्लांट्स secrete juices to digest the trapped insects. Okay, these plants also make their own food with the help of chlorophyll in their leaves. तो बेसिकली ये वो प्लांट्स हैं जो कि एनिमल्स पे फीड होते हैं. टू मेक दिस thing more clear, I'm playing a video. Go through this.
5 years ago, millions of years ago, a number of plants went through a remarkable adaptation. These photosynthetic plants live in nutrition-poor environments, often lacking in sufficient nitrogen, and so they evolved the capacity to supplement their diets by trapping and eating animal flesh. Like my mom used to say, if you need calcium, eat a milkman. Yep, that's what she said. Perhaps the most well-known of these carnivorous plants is the Venus.
See, this is the opening, and these are the spine-like structure. Okay.
Flytrap. Its leaves are divided into 2 lobes hinged along a midrib. Small trigger hairs on each lobe are extremely sensitive to touch. When these hairs are bent, ion channels at the base of the hairs open. This generates an electrochemical signal, which then changes cells in the midrib and allow the lobes, which are held under tension, to snap shut. It is truly as if we are watching the subtle gears tick of nature's exquisite clock. Why did you bleep that? I said clock. You're making it sound like I'm saying cock. Oh, okay. The leaves shut in 2 phases. At first, the closure is fast, but only part of the way, trapping larger prey, but allowing smaller, less nutritious animals to escape. Hey, I saw that. That is so fucked up. As if the fly doesn't have enough to worry about. If the right size insect is captured, the finger-like cilia that lines the top of the leaves lace together, eventually forming an airtight seal so that the plant's digestive juices don't leak out and bacteria can't get in. Over the next 5 to 12 days, the insect, or very unlucky frog, is digested, after which the fly trap will open again. If it
Okay, so we learned about the fly trap and everything. Now we'll be studying plants and animals that depend on each other. Okay, we know about the food chain, which means that everything that is present in the environment is dependent upon each other. Only then the ecosystem will work or function properly. Okay, so let's study about that. Plants and animals depend on each other for their survival. Yes, the food made by plants is eaten by many kinds of animals. As it is clear from this image, there are certain foods that are made by the plants which is eaten by so many animals. Yes, and then animals also depend on plants for shelter, that is but and obvious. Then animals also depend on plants for a constant supply of oxygen, that is also obvious. Animals or human beings, whosoever it is, we are all dependent upon plants for oxygen. Plants produce oxygen during the process of photosynthesis, as I have already discussed. Okay, so plants depend on animals for their various needs. So this point is very important. Plants also depends upon animals for their various needs. Some of the needs are carbon dioxide, which is released from the animals. We breathe out. Yes, we breathe out carbon dioxide. Okay, which is then taken by the plants during the process of photosynthesis. I taught you. Okay, they use it to make their food. Plant depends on animals such as insects and birds to produce fruits with seeds. Okay, animals also help plants to disperse seeds. So there is this image which is showing how plants and animals are dependent on each other. It is a food chain kind of image. Okay, next, so summarizing everything that we have learned today, we should remember most plants make food. How? Because of the presence of chlorophyll in the leaves, using water and carbon dioxide, thus making food such as sugar and releasing oxygen. Okay, next, there are certain insectivorous plants that we read today. They have chlorophyll, they make food, and they eat insects. Okay, we learned about parasitic plants as well. They grow on other plants. Okay, they use food and water from other plants. Though parasitic plants were divided into two categories, they were total parasitic plants and partial parasitic plants. Total parasitic plants don't have any chlorophyll. Yes, and partial parasitic plants have chlorophyll but depends partially on other animals. And this was all about it. Thank you so much, class. Please go through your book, read your chapter, and do let me know if there is any problem. Thank you so much, class.